Hello princesses, today I'm going to be talking about my April empty products. We don't have too many, but we do have some really good products in there that I have just finished up, so I'm really excited to talk about them. Okay, so we're going to go through skincare first. I finished up the last of my Puremay Wonder Stick Cleanser in Rose, and this is by Medibliss. And my younger brother and his partner bought it back from Korea for me, and I've like scooped out literally everything from this with like a Q-tip because I love it so much, and the rest of it is in like a little travel pot, and they don't seem to make it anymore. I'm so upset. I don't know why it is, because it used to be done by, it's dripping, it used to be Zoom 37, and that was the Miracle Rose cleansing stick, and then Puremay started making it, and this is the Wonder Stick cleanser, so like similar but not the same. And yeah, they have also discontinued it, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm finishing up a Rovectin one at the moment, so that's okay, but I'm still like upset about it because I love it so much. So if you guys have any of the rose stick cleansers that you know of that have popped up, please let me know. For serums, I finished up this one from VEGreen. This is the fragrance-free Nature Mucin Serum, non-snail. So I think it's made by Wild Yam, that's what the product says anyway, and this was gifted to me by VEGreen. I really enjoyed using it, probably not enough to repurchase it because there are other serums that I liked better. However, it was really pleasant to use. I think it's a little bit less sticky than the COSRX Snail Mucin Serum, and I'm kind of like questioning if the COSRX one is cruelty-free, if this one is made from wild yams, or just because this one is vegan, they don't want anything made from snails, which is totally fair as well. I am not vegan, so I do not mind as long as the snails aren't actually being harmed. I don't think they are, but now I need to go Google that. But it was really lovely to use, and yeah, I used the whole thing, so thank you so much to VEGreen for sending that one over. I really enjoyed it. Then we have a cream. This one is also sent for review. This one is from Rovectin. This is the Calming Sensitive Lotus Cream, and I used this one for the last few months, used it all up. I also really enjoyed this one. Again, not enough to repurchase it because there are other products that I like better. Like I really love the Claire's, oh my gosh, I can't remember the title of it. I've had it so many times. This is like a Claire's moisturizer, and it's really good, and that one still tops this one. However, I loved this one enough to continue using the entire bottle, so it was still a really good product. It was definitely a little bit more light, so I could use this morning and night, and it was still really pleasant to use, so thank you so much to Rovectin for sending this one as well. Then we have 4 sunscreens, because we've just come out of summer in New Zealand, so it's like prime time to use up all the sunscreens. I have this little mini. This one is from NUMBUZIN. I actually can't pronounce this one. I'm just going to write it because I feel like I am fully butchering it and I don't have my phone with me to just Google it. This is the Clear Filter Sun Essence, and I got this as a little mini from YesStyle. I think I might have actually bought this one for travel, and it just didn't turn up to have actually that much product in it. I remember liking it, but not enough to repurchase it, and I thought that it wasn't worth 5 mils, so I think I only got maybe 2 uses out of this, if 2, maybe just 1, because I really don't remember much about it. But I don't remember it being terrible, and I don't remember it being amazing because I didn't buy it. Then we have the Missha Soft Finish Sun Milk. This one, I like them at the beginning, and then when they get to the end, I just find them so drying, and I could only use this one when I wasn't wearing makeup over top, because every time I put makeup over the top of it, it would just pill any makeup that went on top. And it was also really drying, so I couldn't use it when my skin felt dry. So it was like the dead of summer, and it was really good. It's like a powdery soft finish, but I think that makes it not good to put other things over the top. So not one I think I'm going to purchase again, even though I have had it multiple times in the past. My skin used to be oily, and I think it worked well when my skin was oily, but now my skin isn't so oily anymore. It's not a favorite for me. Then we have the Pyunkang Calming Sun Cream. I loved this one. It was so nice on the skin. It was like really soft, really moisturizing, and it worked well under most makeups. I would say that if I used too many products in the morning, so if I was using a toner, a serum, a moisturizer, and then the sun cream, it was almost a bit too much, and my skin wasn't really vibing with that. Like, skin doesn't really absorb the product, so it just wasn't, when I layered it, it was a little bit too much. So what I ended up doing with this one is I would just use a thin toner in the morning. This is the Clear Supple Preparation toner, which is also one of my favorites. And then I just put the sunscreen right on top of that. It's so moisturizing. I really didn't need the other steps. And then my makeup worked well over the top. So I just had to work with this one a little bit, but I would definitely buy it again. I also love that it's got a little green on the bottom. It's just a nice change from like grey. One that I didn't like though was the COSRX Aloe Soothing Sun Cream. At the beginning, I thought that I did like it. So for like the first week or so that I used it, I was like, yeah, it just doesn't work well with some products, but actually it doesn't work well with most products. And like the Missha one, I couldn't use this one under makeup, which made it really, really hard to finish up. And so I used this over a really long course, I think almost a year it took me to use up, because I would use this in the mornings where I wasn't wearing makeup, but I had dry skin, because this one is more moisturizing than the Missha. So it was kind of like a, you know, I looked at the day, you know, on a weekend. Am I wearing makeup? Or in the school holidays, I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm the teacher, not the student. In the school holidays, if I'm not wearing makeup, then I would choose one of the other two to go with it. So I wouldn't repurchase it. Not my thing. Didn't work well with my skin. I have two hair empties. Oh my god. My hair is at the moment very long. And it's very dirty, which is why it's tied back at the moment. And it's now all the way back to its natural color and down to mid-back again. So it just grows. It just grows, okay? I have been using the Teknia Hair Care Frizz Control Shampoo. I love this. This is like my third bottle. It's $55, which is really expensive. This little part of this headband needs to stay underneath. There we go. But it smells delightful. It's like, oh, it's a beautiful floral smell. And I'm actually alternating this with a medicated ketoconazole shampoo for severe dermatitis. So every second month I swap out. So it lasts me a long time because the other medicated shampoo is actually covered by the government here in New Zealand. So I get one of those per year to stretch out over the year, or buy it, like this costs $5 to buy it. This costs $55 to buy. But it does a really good job at keeping my hair not too frizzy. It is naturally curly, but it's the kind of curls that like the waves, the kind of curls, but like they're not really curls. And so it just stops it from being too frizzy, which is really good. It has been in braids recently, like French braids, so it's got a little bit of that braid wave, and then the rest of it is just hair. It's not doing much, but I really love this. I definitely recommend it. I don't like the conditioner very much. It doesn't work for me, so I use a different conditioner, which I haven't finished up because, like I said, I'm alternating between two shampoos. I did get this deluxe mini of the Olaplex No. 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask from Sephora in US. So I got this one as like one of the free samples, which is astounding to me because in the Sephora in New Zealand I get sweet nothing for free samples. So I'm like, this is so nice. The Sephora in US is so much better. I used up all of this. I think 4 times I got out of it, like 4 applications. Yeah, it's 20 mils, about 5 mils each time. And I really enjoyed it. I don't think that my hair particularly needs Olaplex though. Like I feel like this is quite expensive and my hair truly isn't that damaged, because it's not got any bleach in it anymore. It's just full natural colour and grey. So even though I enjoyed it, I wouldn't repurchase it. However, I do think that it worked really well. So maybe if my hair got really damaged somehow, I would buy it again. For nails, I finished up, or almost finished up, the Essie Apricot Nail and Cuticle Oil. I just really like this cuticle oil. However, I hate the application. I don't like that it's in this kind of bottle. So I actually bought some nail pens from AliExpress, which I'm actually going to do a little video on, like a few like little homeware things that I picked up from AliExpress because they're really cute and some of them are really good and some of them are not. And the rest of the oil is in those cuticle pens. So I enjoy it. I will buy it again, but I will continue putting it in the cuticle pens because this packaging annoys me. Once it gets more than halfway empty, I'm like over it. I also finished up a hand cream from L'Occitane. This is the Fleur de Cire. Cherry Blossom hand cream. I think I got given this by one of my students as an end of year thank you present. I get lots of hand creams and like body products from students. It's so sweet. I honestly love it so much, and I would have been given this because it's pink, because they know that I love pink and I love that they know that and bought things for me, so it's really sweet. I really enjoyed this one. It's a really nice light smell. And I think it's a limited edition one. I'm actually not sure if it's part of the regular collection. And I don't know how many L'Occitanes are left in New Zealand because we had one in my hometown and it just closed. So I'll be really sad if we get rid of our L'Occitane, but I also picked up a bunch of half-price stuff from the end of like their closing down sale, so I was like, this is great. But I love that one. I would probably buy it again. It's a really nice floral smell. For the makeup empties, I have a few actually. I have 2 foundations. The first one is the Etude House Double Lasting Serum Foundation. I have mine in the shade Y03, which is Ivory, and I absolutely adored this. I've had it for a very long time though. I feel like I might have had it since 2016. It expired in 2021 and I was still using it in 2024. It was fine. It smelled fine. It was working fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, it's technically expired. I would probably repurchase this one the next time I do any kind of K-beauty audit if I can, because the color, Chef's Kiss, perfect color, really nice, like soft, dewy finish. However, sometimes a little bit too dewy. This one I found it a little bit hard to set sometimes, like my face would be like a little bit sticky even after being powdered, or I'd need a lot of powder to make it not sticky. And because I've got lots of hair, my hair ended up just sticking to my face all the time. So at the moment I'm wearing a Laura Mercier foundation and it's not sticky, it has more of a matte finish. The other one is the Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint in Hint of Cream, which is fair with golden undertones. And this one was a little bit too dark for my skin and it only worked during the summer. This one I've had for quite a while as well, although I can't see an expiry or any other information about how long I'm supposed to have it open. I would say, 12 months. That's absolutely expired. No question about that. But again, smelled fine, was working fine, was fine. So I enjoyed using this one. The dropper top got disgusting after a while and there is a little bit left in there, but I can't get it out with the dropper top and it's too thin and messy to actually try to drip everywhere. I don't want to get it on myself, so I'm just calling it as it is. It's done. I probably wouldn't repurchase that one because the colour wasn't quite my favourite. Then we have a fail one. This is the Milk Mascara, Rise Mascara, and again I got this as a freebie from the Sephora order from America. I tried this once or twice, but oh my gosh, it just made the worst little smudges underneath my eye. And I can't give it to anybody. I can't sell it. I can't gift it. So it really didn't work. It just smudged horrifically. So I wouldn't buy it and I'm not going to keep using it. My all-time favorite though, the Heimish mascara. This is the old one. I replaced it maybe in like November. It's been a while since I've done the empties. And this one just got too dry and old. I absolutely adore this mascara. I have used like 5 of them. It's the only mascara that I've been using for the past however many years. And it's a tubing mascara. It comes off with water but doesn't smudge. Sometimes I need a little bit of extra setting powder underneath my eyes if my foundation is a very like dewy finish, because it will kind of start to rub off, because when I smile I get really big cheeks, so they tend to touch. But I adore it nonetheless. It's a really easy fix to just put like a little bit of extra powder right underneath there. Not a problem. And the lucky last is a liquid eyeliner. This one is by Rire. This is the Luxe liquid eyeliner in number 1 Real Black. And I really enjoyed using this. It was very cheap and it worked really well. It did smudge a little bit on oily eyelids. So if you have quite oily eyelids, I wouldn't recommend it. And if I overlined a little bit too much, because my eyes are quite like, my eyelids are a little bit more droopy now that I'm a bit older, in my 30s, so ancient, I know. I have to kind of pull the eyeliner down and then up a little bit more now, because otherwise with these types of eyeliners it smudged too much and I just ended up with like a little black circle in the corner, which is not a cool look. So it's really cheap. If you have non-hooded eyes or non-droopy eyelids like me, and you don't have any issues, I would say, you're just drawing onto flat skin, it's one that I would recommend, because I go through liquid eyeliners so quickly. They can be very expensive. But if you have any hooded eyelids or droopy eyebrows or really oily eyelids, I wouldn't recommend it. So that is it for my empties for April, or whenever I get this edited and up. I think probably April, because we're just coming up to, it's just before Easter holidays for me, and I know that I'm going to have some time off because all the kids will be off school. So I'll be able to actually do some work, which will be the fun work, which will be really good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!